Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wants Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading where the channeled song is Only the Lonely. There are a couple of versions out there. Good morning, Miss Joanna. How are you? So I wanted to specify it would be the Roy Orbison, or I believe Chris Isaac redid the same song, but there's a verse that says basically, maybe tomorrow, a new romance, no more sorrow. So it feels to me like we have a little bit of a call to action here. Somebody who would say that they've gone through a little bit of a lonely period in their life is having the opportunity to come out of this hanged man energy. And I see the last two cards here as calling out true love. So if you take a moment away from feeling lonely, or if you step out of that hermit mode, then there's really beautiful reward here for you in the form of love. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Let's dive in with the Fairy Lenormand. We have the stars, number 16. I swear this was something we had recently. So we also have number 26. I feel like the important number here is actually the difference between the two, that the number 10 is important because we also have the number 10 for the 10 of cups. Let's get two more. So this could be somebody kind of coming clean in terms of how they feel. So we may have like a secret admirer situation here. The book represents wisdom, knowledge, or secrets, but because we have stars here, it kind of feels to me like it's a secret admiration or a secret crush, that kind of thing. But somebody has to tell the truth. It's almost as if this reading is like a call to action for somebody to say something because there's a risk of losing this love opportunity. So now we have number 23 and number 22. The first being the mice, which represents a sense of loss. And number 22 is path. And it looks to me like somebody has been taking the more lonely of the two paths and is considering making the switch over to the little bit brighter path, right? It's very much so giving me that somebody needs to stop thinking about what happened in the past or stop getting caught up in whatever sorrow or sadness has kept them in a bit of a hermit mode or in a little bit of like a lonely period of their life, and accept an invitation towards something new that makes them happy. All right, let's dive into the tarot. I think we're going to go with the Tattoo Tarot. Hello, Junior John. How are you doing? All right, let's see. Four of Pentacles, Two of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this is another way of saying that we have somebody here who has been guarded. They haven't want to let anybody in. They may have been maybe even like a little bit missed at some regular friend's house or maybe the bar you like to go. It's like I'm seeing Cheers in my head, that TV show where, everyone knows your name. I think that's the little phrase, right? Somebody needs to put themselves back out there. Somebody needs to be a social creature again. And even without that, I do feel like there's already somebody who wants to kind of pull you back in, this grip of hands down here, what I see is somebody like trying to pull you back in. But it's time to let go of whatever that past situation was. Don't let it stop you from enjoying something meant for you, right? Hello there, Dina. How are you doing? Eight of Wands in the reverse, the Empress in the reverse. There is an influencing energy here that is causing someone to be a bit hesitant. So this could be like a parent figure. This could be a boss. This could be an ex. But we have somebody that has, I think, kind of broken somebody's spirit a little bit. So it could lean a little bit more towards the ex. But we have somebody that's just, needing to work up on that courage and let go of whatever somebody else thought of you. I mean, if they're coming out as the Empress in the reverse, to be honest, I wouldn't believe shit they said anyways. Empress in the reverse, this is somebody who is incapable of building their own life or incapable of building an empire. So they have to kind of like steal from others. This would be somebody who has to kind of put on a little bit of a facade to get people on their side or as a friend, right? Hi, Redbeard. How are you doing? Wait, why did we have a message retracted? All right. Keep your secrets. Eight of Cups in the reverse, Two of Wands. Okay, well, this is a good sign, right? We've got somebody who's saying, you know what? I'm not going to hide away forever. I'm going to find a way to take action towards, or at least like make some plans here with somebody so that I can get out of whatever this funk is that I'm in, right? Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Six of Pentacles. You've been through a lot where basically it feels to me like people have expected you to give a second chance, a third chance, a fourth chance, whatever it is. People expected you to be passionate to the point of, I don't mean passionate, sorry, compassionate, reliable, caring, generous, even after they were not. This is people being entitled to your time, energy, or generosity, even after they have demonstrated that they would not do the same for you. So, with the Six of Pentacles, there's a sense here that you have been able to find balance or make things more fair in your life by cutting off certain people, walking away from relationships, reminding yourself of what you're worth and what kind of energy you should be letting into your sphere. But for some of you, you may have been a little bit too walled off, right? We have the Knight of Wands and the King of Cups in the reverse. Yes, there are definitely people out here that are this King of Cups in the reverse, right? People who don't know how to communicate their emotions, or people who maybe even like use emotion to control others. But what is happening is it kind of feels to me like you're getting a little bit of a warning that, yes, you do need to make sure you're not letting people in that might use you or be a little bit less than honest with you. But you also need to accommodate for the fact that there are still good people out there. So this feels to me like a heads up, like, yes, you're right to have some boundaries. You're right to have a bouncer at the door. But we also have to accommodate for the fact that there are some people out there that are worth letting in. And it feels to me like you've got one coming your way, or there's already one that you've met and they have some interest in you. Maria. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We have the Lovers. Clarifying the Eight of Cups in the reverse. This is like, yeah, no, Cupid is knocking again. He just wants to let you know there's like an arrow that's struck gold over there, you know, like a little bit of a heads up. But we have the snakes in this particular iteration, right? So we have somebody that could be fighting off their own love. So be careful. Be careful that you don't turn, you know, cold to people who are actually quite lovely, right? Hello, Miss Tiana. How are you doing? And the Wheel of Fortune. You know, the way I see this card is kind of like the universe is sitting here saying, all right, let's see if we can get them to come out of hibernation. Let's see if we can get them to appreciate people, you know, afresh, right? So they're sitting there with their little red book, like, okay, let's send in our best one. Who do we have here? And then they send in, you know, like your soulmate. And they're just sitting there, like, watching, like, did they miss that? Do we need to, like, have some fireworks? Do we need to, like, play their favorite song? What do we need to do to get them to notice that this is the real thing and they can't just, like, you know, dismiss it, right? So I feel like you may be getting some obnoxious signs or even some that might make you laugh. Like if there's a song that you feel like kind of encapsulates the idea of cheesy love. I'm trying to think of a good example. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. There's a song from the 90s. I think it's by the Cardigans. Is it just called Kiss Me? I don't know. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the chat. But you know, like little like cheesy songs like that where you're like, yeah, the first time I heard that song, I was at a roller skating rink trying to hold hands with my seventh grade crush. You know, like those kinds of songs. You might have some of those randomly play in the wrong playlist or on a random radio station. And I want you to giggle and I want you to remember this moment because that's a sign that you're being a jerk and you need to be nice to somebody who has a crush on you or open to the idea that somebody out there might be a good fit for you. Six of Wands. Six of Wands is about victory and recognition. I feel like there is something going really well in your life that you've been putting a lot of effort into. This could be what you chose to put your attention or focus on when you decided you were good on people. I don't need to spend time with you. I don't want to know what's going on with your life. I'm just going to be over here doing my thing, right? Maybe you started a business. Maybe you got into a new hobby like crocheting, whatever it is, you know, like, stay away, I'm busy. You know? And then we have the Five of Rings or Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm always real with you guys. Five of Pentacles in the reverse, this is somebody who wants to come back in that you have told, be gone. But what I can't figure out is, for some of you, I feel like this is an actual person. And for others of you, I feel like this is love, not just a particular bag of bones. This is the idea of letting anything that even smells like love come back into your life. Because we have death in the reverse. I feel like the universe is saying, hey, you. Yeah, no, you. I know you had a rough time, okay? I know somebody wasn't very nice to you. But we can't just discount all of these other people and assume that they're going to do the same shit, okay? There's somebody out there who's going to be nice to you. And you have to stop being a bouncer that looks for just the slightest hint of a reason to tell somebody to F off. We have the Ace of Rings or Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The Emperor in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune begin? So, Ace of Rings is the Ace of Pentacles, and for it to be right next to the Emperor, which is also in the reverse, tells me that we had somebody here that was, I don't know why I get the expression overplaying their hand. It's like they felt that they should have automatic control or that they could do what they wanted without consequences. So you may have been dating somebody like this, or you may have somebody like this in your family. Um, oh, this is so weird, but this is what's coming to my mind. Long ago, in a place far, far away, I was in a relationship with somebody who literally told me, like, I thought, because I had broken up with them, like, I thought you wouldn't break up with me unless I cheated on you or hit you. And I was like, a bar set so low, surely was like useless, right? Like, that's it? Really? That's it? This is that vibe, right? Like somebody who's like, no, 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 you'll tolerate me. You'll put up with me, right? You don't need to have like expectations. Hello, Kevin. How are you doing? Hello, Paul. Welcome, welcome. So, with the Wheel of Fortune, there was something that looks like a pretty drastic change in your life. You may have changed multiple core elements of your life, like your job, your career, your address, whatever it is. You were just like, yeah, no. Look, not only am I going to tolerate that BS behavior that you've got, I'm going to show you just how quickly I can change my life around because I'm not going to be a part of whatever this is. But some weird references today, you guys. Have you ever been on that ride? I think it's called the Gravitron at like a local state fair. It's shaped like a spaceship and you like get strapped in along the curved or like slanted wall and then they speed it up and you're like, "Ah." And you can't move. And then maybe you like come out of there and you're still a little bit dizzy or like you can't walk straight. um, the universe is saying, yeah, you might have like exited that wild ride of a relationship and been a little bit dizzy or needed to get your bearings, needed to get your orientation. But like, you don't need to keep doing that. You're good. You've already figured it out. You've already reestablished that balance, right? We don't need to be ignoring everyone until the end of time because of this emperor in the reverse being a dickbag. Okay. Yeah. Devil and the reverse. Time to let it go. You have already freed yourself from the situation, so you don't need to keep punishing yourself or distancing yourself. I just started to hear, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. I'm not laughing at you, I promise. I promise. I'm just telling you that we don't need to Bridget Jones it for our entire life existence because somebody was a jerk, right? Um, let them be a jerk where they need to be a jerk and then reclaim that amazing energy that you have that attracts people to you because there's somebody here who is going to be a little bit of, I think, kind of like an unexpected blessing here. This is going to throw you for a loop. Knight of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who thinks that they may have already lost you or thinks they will lose you for some reason. I'm getting that for some of you, this person may feel like there is a time crunch because one of you may be leaving, one of you may have another admirer, one of you may have plans to, go away for the summer, whatever it is, somebody feels like there is a sense of urgency here and they have to be on point with that, right? Valid. Five of Wands and the Eight of Rings or Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. This is under the Knight of Wands and the Death in the reverse card. This is like, you're not dead, so quit fighting off everybody. I just saw in my head this like old dude with a shotgun walking outside on his front porch, like, get off my lawn. You don't need to be old dude with a shotgun telling everyone to get off your lawn. There might be somebody that's actually like worth hanging out with on your front porch. Okay. Maybe you need to grab them a sweet tea instead. You guys, I'm becoming so southern. Look at me. All right. But Eight of Pentacles in the reverse also kind of gives me this feeling that you need to trust your intuition and your discernment, because if there's somebody that tries to come into your life and they don't know how to be respectful, they don't know how to actually be present in a relationship, you'll be able to call that out. Like, you're nobody's fool. Justice in the reverse, Lovers in the reverse, Three of Wands. Interesting, because we have the Lovers in the reverse right below where the Lovers is in the upright. This is like the universe trying to teach you a universal law, that when you learn your lesson, when you realize that there is toxic energy in your life that you should probably like back away from or let go of, that there's a reward for doing the right thing in your life, right? Do you know how many people out there are just content? I mean, let's go with, they are okay with staying in a really unhappy situation with no plans of ever changing it, just accepting this is my life. That's how it is. Okay. Um, the universe wants to show that they're proud of you for not doing that. You saw an injustice or a disrespect from your, partner, and you said, no, 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 no. I don't know if you know this, but you can't do that, because that's how I then walk away. Kind of like that relationship I was telling you about. I didn't think you would leave me unless I did this or this. And it's like, surprise, motherfucker. Yeah, no, I actually have more rules than that. And you found out the hard way. So this person is, I assume it's you, is basically getting that reward or that blessing that says, like, good job, like, pat on the shoulder. You did what you were supposed to do to improve your own life. And that's something that a lot of people don't necessarily have the cojones to do, right? All right, we're going to get a few from the Keeper. Oh, okay. Wow. Synchronicity. So we have pathway number 22 from the Lenormand from the beginning of the reading. And now we have pathway from the Kipper coming out. But we also have it with the coffin and family room in the reverse. Some of you have had a very serious challenge to let go of a family dynamic that was holding you back or trying to control you. Others of you had to leave a shared living situation with somebody, even though it may have been quite the upset to change all of that. Maybe it even required you to find a new job, whatever it is. But with this coffin card, what I'm really getting is don't look at the ending as the ending for you. This is an ending of a situation. This is like one of those this too shall pass kind of situations, right? So it's almost like I'm hearing like, you didn't die, the relationship did. Okay. So like you're still kicking, you're still able to watch YouTube. There is something else out here for you. You're being encouraged to consider what other path there is out there. Don't take the one that looks comfortable and familiar. Don't, for a lot of you, this is don't get back with the ex. Okay. But also don't sit there and like let yourself be upset about it. Do something new, do something that excites you, do something for yourself, right? All right, we're going to use the Egyptian tarot next. I think I forgot to say this was the Marigold tarot. Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups in the reverse. There's something that will be shockingly like clear, obvious, almost like transparent to you that, oh, well, like this is exactly what I wanted, right? This is my cup of tea. Trying to think of a good example. I don't know. When you go to a restaurant you haven't been to in a long time, and you know that you had something that you really enjoyed when you were there the last time, and you can't remember the name of it, but you look at the menu and then it's like, ah, that's it right there. Yep. That's how you're going to feel. But we have this Ace of Swords here again, and I feel like it's meant to give you a heads up that there is something true and beautiful coming your way. You just need to be able to see it for what it is. With Death in the reverse again, it's like, be open, okay? Be open to a new chapter in your life. Don't consider everything to be like a foregone conclusion, or don't expect everyone to act the same way in a situation, right? Thank you, Louie. How are you doing? Hello, right back to you. So, Knight of Swords in the reverse again. We already had that right here. The lesson you were meant to learn was not to cut people off at the past, not to ignore everyone or be overly selective. It was to demonstrate that you have that discernment, that intuition, that presence of mind to know whether or not somebody's coming from a place of fear or love. And we have this Knight of Pentacles indicating that we have somebody here that is willing to, go the distance. This is somebody who wants, I think, the same thing that you want. Dang. Now we have the Page of Chalices. Four of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I mean, Four of Swords in the reverse is, again, kind of confirming the idea that it's time for you to come out from wherever you've been hiding and hang out with some people again. Page of Cups is like, if somebody asks you out on a date, go for it. We have the Hermit in the reverse. Guys, how much more do you need? You need to get out and hang out with some people. Go be social. 10 of Cups, because you're about to find your love of a lifetime. But we have concerns that you're going to just pass it right by. So 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a big deal, okay? We don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. So stop hiding. We have the King of Pentacles and the Moon. So the King of Pentacles is the ideal partner, right? This is somebody who, again, like the Knight of Pentacles, these are people who are grounded. These are people who can offer that long-term relationship and actually know what they're doing, how to communicate, how to be a good partner to somebody that they care about. But we also have the Moon. So there's something here that could be hidden from you. Remember, we had that book card come out from the Lenormand, which really does talk about secrets. So I feel like this is just a heads up to say somebody may be asking you to go out on a date. And if they do, just give it a second before you answer, in case you're about to say something that sounds like no. Really think about it. Is this somebody that you could potentially be with? Because then maybe you should actually go. What could you really be harming? You will be more successful telling the truth at all times, and don't discourage quickly. Don't discourage quickly. Don't assume the worst, right? You have a mind of your own. Use it. So remember, you have fabulous discernment and intuition, and it will guide you. If it's the right thing, you will know. And if you can't figure it out, Mr. Hambone is available on 1-800-HAMBONE. Just kidding. I know you're not. Don't yell at me. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I'm going to leave it there, but I will definitely be back for another live stream today. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading.